Good morning, 6 o'clock here on Breakfast Television. Police in Abbotsford have a homicide investigation on their hands this morning. A 34-year-old man has died after being stabbed last night. Greg Harper is live in Abbotsford this morning with the details. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. We're just outside the Petro-Canada here on McClure and Town Line Road in Abbotsford. As you can see behind me, it is surrounded by police tape. There's a couple tents that are up, and one of the tents is over top of a pickup truck. Not sure if that is a part of what took place here last night. A 34-year-old man has been stabbed. It happened around 10 o'clock last night. He was rushed to hospital where he later died from his injuries. Police are now investigating at two scenes, here at the Petro-Canada and at the Abbotsford Hospital parking lot where the victim was dropped off. Police aren't saying if the victim is known to them.
He was transported to hospital, and Abbotsford police received the call at 10 p.m. So we're assuming that the stabbing would have taken place probably minutes prior.
Now, there is a security camera here. Police are hoping that they can retrieve some video from it, and that may help them in their investigation. So far, no arrests have been made. Kyle?
Greg Harper live this morning in Abbotsford. Thanks for that, Greg. A 27-year-old man from North Vancouver attacked and killed in Burnaby was just trying to lend a hand.
We really want people to know that this is that situation. Wrong place, wrong time, stepping in to do the right thing when the wrong people were there.
James Enright was at the Edmund station on Sunday morning to meet a friend. An altercation happened and Enright intervened. He was stabbed and later died in hospital. Homicide investigators have interviewed several witnesses, but they'd like to hear from more.
I'm talking about key witnesses. These people saw what happened. We're hoping that we can provide them with the services they need to feel comfortable to give those statements.
The Integrated Homicide Investigation Team would specifically like to speak with people in this area between 12:30 and 1 o'clock in the morning. Witnesses can leave information on IHIT's tip line. A home in Surrey has been destroyed by an overnight fire. It happened near 76th Avenue on 146A Street at around 1:30 this morning. Heavy flames were showing when crews arrived, with part of the roof collapsing. It was a tricky fire to fight as flames got into the roof line. 20 firefighters were on scene at one point. Everyone living in this house escaped without injury. The cause of the blaze is under investigation.
It's extensive. There is as I said, there's a partial collapse in the front half of the house. A fair bit of the roof area has been burnt off, and there's definitely going to be lots of water damage.
A jury has been shown video of John Nuttall having second thoughts days before the planned Canada Day bombing at the BC legislature.
The thought of what we're doing, it makes me feel sick, you know?
Nuttall tells the undercover officer he's repulsed by the thought of killing people, but he says it has to be done. Earlier, video showed Nuttall and his wife, Amanda Carodi, buying pressure cookers and other bomb-making supplies in Surrey. Nuttall suggests posing as city workers to plant the pressure cooker bombs. He also says he hopes his parents are at the legislature for the attack.
I hope they die. My father and my stepmaster, I hate them. They used to abuse me all the time and beat me.
Nuttall and Carodi have said in the videos they're prepared to die as martyrs, but hope to survive the Canada Day attack to allow them to plan others. They've pleaded not guilty. The trial resumes next week. One of the 4 RCMP officers accused of lying under oath about the tasering death of Robert Jakanski is expected to find out later today if he's guilty of perjury. Constable Kwesi Millington is the Mountie who repeatedly tasered the Polish immigrant before he died at Vancouver International Airport in October of 2007. Prosecutors say the officers conspired to cover up what really happened during the fatal confrontation, including false claims the 40-year-old man had to be wrestled to the ground. During his trial, Millington claimed any errors he made were honest mistakes. Condolences continue to pour in for the family of a 3-year-old boy found frozen to death in Toronto. The disappearance of little Elijah sparked an intense search which ended 6 hours later when his body was found in the backyard of a nearby home. The boy wandered away from his grandmother's apartment building wearing only a t-shirt, a diaper, and boots in temperatures below -20. The tragic story has been very difficult for the community and first responders.
It's incredible. It's just amazing to see the reaction that Torontonians and Canadians have had towards this fundraiser, and the amount of support and the donations and the emails and the tweets and Facebook shares to help get the word out and encourage their friends to donate as well. We've seen everything from $5 donations to $250 donations from complete strangers. It's been wonderful.
6:06, the lights are bright on Broadway, and the Canucks and Rangers staged quite the show at Madison Square Garden last night.
Hansen down the right wing. McDonough did well to take the puck from him. Now Hansen throws it in front. Chance for Matthias. He deeks. He shoots. He scores.
Canucks were playing catch-up for much of this game as the Rangers held 3 separate leads, but Vancouver showed some real resolve. Goals from Sean Matthias, Bo Horvat, and 2 from Henrik Sedin in the third period forced a shootout. Alex Burrows and Radim Vrbata scored on the breakaways as the Canucks skated away with a 5-4 victory last night. An impressive way to start their 5-game Eastern road trip. It also snapped a 5-game winless streak against the Rangers.
Nice to see it go in. I mean, we battled so hard the whole game, and it's tough one to let those two to go in for them after we scored a third. So big win for us.
If you watched him the last couple of games, like he's pushing hard to get the wins. Like he, even how excited he was on the bench and how driven he was on the bench last game, and it's carried on to this game. Like he's a real force.
All right, so the Canucks are in New Jersey up next. Tonight, they're playing the Devils. It's a 4 o'clock start on Sportsnet Pacific. Here's a look at what's on tap for Hockey Night in Canada tomorrow. There are 11 games on the schedule, including the Columbus Blue Jackets in Montreal playing the Canadiens at 4 o'clock on City. The Canucks have Saturday night off, and that's because the Canucks are playing the New York Islanders on Sunday afternoon. It's part of our Rogers Hometown Hockey broadcast. Live from Ouachita, Quebec, join Ron McLean and the gang beginning Sunday afternoon at 2:30 right here on City.